Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 coming at you with another video. And today's video, I want to talk about the Switch 2 upgrading your Switch games to run better. And before the video starts, let me just ask you to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. But as I was saying, the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with Switch 1 games, which is very good. Thank you. But if you want the benefit of running your Switch games on better hardware, so better enhanced resolutions, higher frame rates, you actually have to pay Nintendo a fee to upgrade your Switch game to run better. So again, it will play like a normal Switch game does, but if you're playing your Switch game on the Switch 2, it'll play normally. But again, if you want that added boost in resolution and frame rate, which everyone would, you actually have to pay a fee to Nintendo to allow your game to have that access. I guess it's some sort of patch or whatever. Honestly, personally, what I think, since, and again, I'm no expert in this, and I could be 100% wrong, but from what I heard is the Switch, the Switch aspect of the Switch 2, so playing Switch 1 games on it, it's all done through emulation. They basically have a Switch 1 emulator on there that will run your Switch game. So it's not like you're running Switch games on Switch hardware. You're playing it through emulation. That's what I heard. And if that's the case, there is no reason all the games that you play on there shouldn't be at higher frame rates, better resolutions. Especially if it's emulated. What I'm thinking is Nintendo is purposely putting some sort of code in that emulator to block you from getting those, and then you have to pay them to remove that code or whatever it is blocking it, running your game better. So basically, again, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think Nintendo is putting a thing in your way purposely to prevent you from playing your games at full speed unless you pay them. And that is such bullshit. And honestly, I'm surprised more people aren't getting angry about that. Because it truly is just a greedy, underhanded tactic to squeeze more money out of you. So again, it's just one big reason why you want to get a Switch 2 is, especially if you can play your Switch games better, that's a huge selling feature. I remember when I got my PlayStation Vita, if you had... Now, the Vita did not have a UMD slot for PSP games, but if you did have digital PSP or digital PlayStation 1 games, which were linked to your account if you bought them on PlayStation 3 or even on the PSP, if you were able to play those games on your Vita, the Vita would automatically upscale them a little bit and make them run better. Not only that, it will actually allow you to use the second analog stick for PSP games. So playing games like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker was basically a console-like experience on the Vita if you played that game digitally. And I did, and it made a huge world difference. The games looked better, they ran faster, and having that second analog stick was a game changer for a lot of these games. And again, that was all free on the PlayStation Vita. Now the Switch, it's just well, we can charge you for that, so we're going to charge you for it. And they're going to put something in the way to squeeze even more money out of you. And it's just such a shitty business practice, dude. Again, it's just you should be rewarding people. Backwards compatibility should be a way to reward loyalty. Oh, you've been with us since the Switch, and you have a huge collection of Switch games. You know what? As a reward for your loyalty, we're going to make the Switch 2 backwards compatible, and all the Switch games that you play should run better. And again, it should run better because you're using it through emulation. Again, I could be wrong about that, but from what I've heard, that's how Switch games are going to run on the Switch 2. And if that's the case, there is no reason why they shouldn't be running at faster frame rates and better resolutions. Unless Nintendo is specifically fucking with the emulator to block off. And another thing that pisses me off, and some people were saying it as it's a good thing, that Nintendo is going to give you free upgrades on select games. So I heard games like Pokemon Violet and the other one, Those are a free upgrade. I think Mario Odyssey is also a free upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. But you got games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you have to pay for those. And again, the fact that they're not charging you for some games and charging you for other games, it tells me that this doesn't cost Nintendo anything to make your games run better. Because if it did, they'd charge you for every game. Because again, if it was costing them money in some shape or form, they would push that onto the consumer. But the fact that they're willing to do some games for free and then some games not for free tells me that no, this actually doesn't cost them any money. It's not where they have to like do a file per game or whatever. It's like where they actually have to like specifically have someone working on like patching the games or whatever for each individual case. It's probably this general thing where it's like, well, whatever. And it's just a way to squeeze more money out of you. And it's just something really shitty. And again, I'm surprised more people aren't talking about how shitty that is. Everyone's kind of stuck on the like $80 digital game price for Mario Kart. And it's just like, I'm more pissed off about this upgrade situation. It's just so underhanded, so fucking greedy. And again, it's just like, this should be a way to like reward, you know, people that had the Switch. And especially like on like a new console launch, when this launches in June, any console launches like this, you're gonna have nothing to play on it. And the fact that it's backwards compatible and you can play your old Switch games on like new hardware, it should just upgrade for you for free as a way to say like, thanks for like, you know, being like gaming with us for so long. But no, Nintendo doesn't care. If they can squeeze some more money out of you, they're gonna fucking do it. So, anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I love to talk to you guys about this one. Other than that, I'm Shin0525. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.